What up, y'all? It's been a while. This is my first YouTube video back in a long time. One of the things I put on my vision board for this year in 2026 is to do more long form content and get better at this form of content than most of like the YouTube shorts, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and all that. So we are out here today because we have the Civic behind me. The M4 will be for another time, but the Civic is going to be the topic of discussion. What do we have planned for this guy? Well, we just got a cold air conversion kit for the intake that I have right now, which is a short ram intake on the Civic. Now, if anybody knows anything really well about cars, is that short ram intakes are not the best intakes to have in the long run because it sucks in a lot of hot air from the engine bay. So we got a cold air conversion to suck a lot of air from the outside on the bottom of the car, so the engine performs better and the Civic is running good. What we are going to be doing in this video is installing that brand new cold air intake and testing it out afterward to see how she runs. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single post from me. But let's get back onto this YouTube long form content grind by doing a brand new cold air intake for the Civic. Alrighty, we have the Civic positioned up in the garage. I'm not going to use jack stands, so all I did is just prop it up right over the edge so I do have just enough clearance.
So the mic cuts out a lot for some reason in this video, but in this part I was just explaining the parts of the intake and exactly where the intake is going to route to.
Now all we got to do is just start taking it apart and enjoying the process. I've heard it's a little bit tedious, but I think we got it. To just loosen up the bracket. I did mess with this earlier, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and get under the car, pull back the fender liner, and see how I get this piece off. So what I did to access the bolts for that little box is I unclipped the bumper from, there's a little shield that attaches to the bottom of Civics where it's plastic and then metal. This is part of like, it's like a guard for the oil pan and everything, but I took this down and it exposes the two bolts right under. I can't get the camera in here because it's a big fat mic, but it exposes the bolts right here. That's one, and then that's the second one to get that box off. So just gotta unscrew those real quick. Alrighty, it's off. They are two 10mm under there. Now it's just getting the box up. Through everything. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. How am I gonna do this? How in the world? This is not what I wanted to do. A little while later, and got that stubborn little piece out. Here's how I did it, because I have the sport touring version and I couldn't find a video on anybody doing the sport touring. So here's how I did it. Basically, okay, so in most Civics,
of course my audio had to cut out right at the tutorial part, but I ended up pushing the box out from the bottom, and you can see where I'm pointing. There was a bracket holding it in place that was in the way. There was a little 10mm screw that I took off, and I didn't actually have an extension, so I had to use a flathead on top of my extension to get to that point. And at this point, that box was just trash.
Move this back. So it's gonna be kind of positioned like, that. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. I don't know if you can actually see, but it's in there. Now those two holes that you see right in front, they're all lined up. I gotta just screw it in. I'm gonna take this first little small bolt, put it in the first hole, just like so. Locks it into place to never come out again. You see the little mini screw that I just showed you right there. And now for this, there's like a square cutout right there on the left. This is going to go in right here. It's going to be this little bolt that threads through and it connects to a nut on the back side and tightens together. So I'm going to put that together. As you can see, the bolts are in there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Let's go. For a little bit more clearance, I did end up moving this piece with the sensor in it just away. So I have a slightly bigger gap when it comes to taking this piece and putting it together. So now we just got to figure out how to put it together. That's the big thing. I know the PRL part points up. That is about the best that I know. Take this brace and aim it this way. I think that would be the best bet. Oh shoot, did we just win the game? We won the game. Oh, this is working better than I thought, guys. Let me just tighten this bottom piece first so that's forgotten about, and then we can figure out the fitment for the rest. We're tightening her down with an 8mm. Did my positioning work? Shoot, not really. Oh my gosh, I should have just had it over here. I gotta do this again. Looks a lot better. Let me just tighten this bracket down. It's working, but very, very slowly. But now, I'm gonna do this off camera, but essentially all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this big piece into this pipe, and then just put the original piece that was in the small pipe back into the small pipe. I ended up having to take all the piping off in order for this to make it a little bit easier getting that piece back in. All right, now that that half is put back together, what we can do, let's put this middle piece right here back on. Holy cow, it worked. But barely worked. This kit that I bought, right, off a marketplace was for a Honda Civic Si, which I'm sure is built very, very different. This is on a Sport Touring. Like I said, the fitment is so extreme, but we managed to make it work. It's stiff. It is good. I just need to tighten up these brackets right here on the side, and then the last thing will be getting the filter on, seeing how it's positioned, and then we're good to go. And now the final part, after everything is tightened at the top, is getting the air intake on this section. Now it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna show you how this works because I'm gonna do it off camera. This just stretches around over the inlet, and then you tighten the band and it stays on. What I'm really excited for is just seeing how well the intake is positioned behind these vents. The goal at the end of the day is to get more cool air hitting it. And the package that I did buy came with this hydro shield right here, which I am going to be putting on because this is a daily, and when it rains, I don't want water slamming into that intake or whatever. So, you know, protection, guys, protection. So let's do it. I'm definitely ordering a new one after this install. And here we are, it's officially complete, and oh my gosh, this cold air intake was meant to be. Look where this intake is positioned on the car. It is in such a perfect spot. So as you can see, routes from the top here, goes all the way down, and then look at this intake position. So I made this vent for this sensor to work, but if you look right behind there, the intake is sitting right behind there, but even better, there's vents right here as well. Oh my goodness. You know how much fresh air this intake is about to get? It's going to be crazy. So now all I'm going to do is put the hydro shield on, put the fender liner back where it needs to go, and then just make sure everything is secure before we go ahead and take it on a test drive. I've came to the point now where it's not about sound as much anymore. I want to actually take care of this car and make sure the engine is running good and we're getting some gains out of it. Make sure we didn't leave anything in. I did not mean to do that, but it worked. Let's check engine. No, I'm just kidding, that's always been there. I'm not expecting as much noise from my short ram, but I also don't know what to expect at the same time. Realistically, this is more of a performance type thing, not necessarily the fun sound whatever thing. Make sure everything feels good, works good, and just, I mean, hear a little bit of the new sound, I guess, see if it makes any sound. I don't know, I really don't know what to expect. We are gonna do a dash cam angle. Yeah, the dash cam, because if I set the camera right here, and it's just gonna be pointed at this. So, switching over to dash cam in 3, 2, oh, wow. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, let's see how it does. All right, so it still sounds the same as my short ram. I haven't lost any of the sound trick, I guess. I feel like there is a slight pickup in responsiveness though, for sure. It's either just me or there's a really significant difference in what I'm feeling right now. Still sounds good. It shoots up to way higher RPMs in a shorter amount of time than it did with my last intake. There is a very big difference happening right now that you guys might not be able to tell through the camera, but I'm watching it. I'm watching the numbers do their thing. Whoa, I'm like super zoomed in. Hello. If you guys did enjoy this video, like I said at the beginning, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single post from me. This intake was so worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed that install, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.